Hello everyone, this is Caroline, your retired again happy friend from Mississippi. And today I'm going to be making quick jambalaya. And this is in my cookbook that I had featured a couple of times before. It's Cooking with Maggie cookbook. And this is a cookbook I wrote back in around 2005 or 6, somewhere in there. So this cookbook is a little bit different. I have on my Etsy website the introduction to it, and it's quick, easy, nutritious, easy meals for busy moms, busy people, retired people, anyone who needs quick and easy recipes. All through my cookbook, those of you who have it or those of you who order it are going to see an AC and a YC through it. So I designed the cookbook to involve children, whether they're grandchildren, your own children, neighbor children, into the kitchen so they can learn to cook and enjoy cooking and learn how to prepare healthy meals. So all through my cookbook, AC will stand for adult cook, which is anything that's going to involve knives, cooking, anything with heat, and then the YC is going to be for the young cook. So there you go. Those of you who got it and you see AC and YC and don't know what it stands for, that's the design. So today it's going to be quick jambalaya, and I have my ingredients chopped and ready, so we're going to see how it goes. Now sometimes, let me tell you this, I am not a gourmet cook, I'm not a professional cook, but this is recipes that I have tried, I have liked, and if I don't have what I need, if I have something I can substitute, I'll substitute it. Like today, I had a tomato in my refrigerator, a little plum tomato. So this is one whole plum tomato diced, and I use that instead of a can of diced tomatoes. I have my smoked sausage. I didn't have Italian sausage, so I did have some smoked sausage, which I took out, and I'm going to use that. The rice I already had in my refrigerator left from a meal Sunday, so I'm using my already cooked, and this is basmati rice. I really like jasmine rice or basmati rice, so that's what that is. And instead of the chicken broth, I'm using chicken stock that I got from Kirkland's, a big pack. I use a lot of chicken broth and chicken stock. I can put it in my soups, in rice and potatoes, so that's what I'm using. So let's get started. And I forgot to tell you, so I'll jump back in before I get started on everything. I'm halving the recipe that's in the cookbook. So since it's just for me and I don't want a big lot of it to keep in the refrigerator, this is half the recipe. I'd had several comments about my background glasses that I had been wearing in a lot of my videos, and those are reading glasses. So I changed glasses today. These are purple, they're not black, and they have a little pink on the sides. So I was going to check and ask y'all, how do y'all like these reading glasses? Since I'm wearing a blue shirt today, I wore some purple glasses. I have a tablespoon of oil heating in the skillet. To that, I'm going to add, this is half a chopped onion. Saute that until soft. I'm going to add the sliced sausage. Okay, the onions are clear, and now we're going to add, this is 1 diced plum tomato. And half diced bell pepper. Half pound of already cooked shrimp, a 1/4 cup barbecue sauce, five ounces of the chicken stock, I'm adding my rice, and this should be, it calls for uncooked rice, instant uncooked, but mine is already cooked, so I'm using the rice that I already have. So I'm going to cover that. Turn off the heat, because everything in it is already cooked. So the shrimp is already cooked, the sausage was cooked, I heated it, the rice is already cooked. And I don't want my bell pepper and onion to overcook, so I'm going to just turn the heat off, cover it, and let it sit there for a few minutes and let it steam. I'm not going to stir that too much because I really need more rice in it and I don't have any more rice cooked. So therefore, I'm going to leave it in the pan. After I cook some more rice this afternoon, I'll add it to the rest of the recipe. So like I said, when you're home cooking, a lot of times you improvise, you use what you have, you adapt as you go, and generally I have a basic ingredient or a basic recipe that I go by, and then I adjust it to what I have, or if I think something would taste better than what it calls for, I'll substitute. But that just comes from years and years and years of cooking. I just had my 80th birthday, so I've been doing a lot of cooking in my lifetime. So there you go. That's the way we have it. So this is looking good, y'all. I think it's going to be really, really good. So normally if I had everything I need, I would have French bread that I would use to go with it, but I don't have French bread. So I'm going to use the, what I had showed you in one other video, the Gold Miners sourdough bread. I really like this sourdough bread, and I don't make my own, so this is good. But I'm going to get a half piece of the bread. I'm going to spread a little bit of coconut oil on it and put it in my toaster oven and toast my toast. So some people have asked, why do I use coconut oil on my toast? I just like the way it makes my bread crisp. I like the flavor of it. And I could use just butter. I could use garlic butter on it. That would be really good. I could put olive oil on it, but this is just my choice. So these are my suggestions, and of course, as with everything we do, when you're doing it at home yourself, you can adapt it to your own taste. So my toast is ready. I'm going to spoon up the jambalaya, and you saw how fast that was to prepare. I already had my ingredients chopped, but that didn't take me very long. And when you're making this, be sure and do not cook the onions and the bell pepper too long. They get mushy, and mine almost cooked too long. But I think I will go ahead and add a little bit more rice to this afternoon. And we are going to sit down and eat. So for my lunch, I have half a grapefruit. I have my jambalaya. My toast is toasted in the oven. Everything's hot. It's ready to eat. So I'm going to sit down and enjoy my lunch. And that was, I think I said, actual cooking time. So you did see how quick that is to prepare. Thank you, and I hope you try this recipe and enjoy it because it really is good. Well, I just got through eating and the jambalaya was so good. So if you haven't tried this recipe before, I hope you'll try it. My bell pepper and onions did get a little bit softer than I would have preferred. So next time I make it, I won't leave them in quite as long to steam. So while I'm in the kitchen cooking, I'm going to make some broccoli slaw. This is also in the Cooking with Maggie cookbook. And the broccoli slaw, this is the Cooking with Maggie cookbook. So it will be on Etsy hopefully next week again. But the broccoli slaw, while I was at the store yesterday getting my shrimp and everything, the bell pepper and what I needed for the jambalaya, I love broccoli slaw, and I saw this in the produce counter and it was reduced to $1.98. So this is kind of like cabbage slaw. It's made basically the same way, but it's the shredded broccoli. So give this a try. It's really good. I'm going to give you the ingredients. It's the broccoli, dried cranberries, and the recipe calls for coleslaw dressing, which Kroger has a bottle in the salad dressing area that is coleslaw dressing. So what I'm going to do is my coleslaw dressing that I usually make on cabbage slaw, which I put my mayonnaise. I'm going to use my homemade mayonnaise that I made last week. So the recipe for that is on another one of my videos. Super, super easy to make at home and a whole lot cheaper because mayonnaise has gone out the roof, the price of it. So I'm going to use the mayonnaise, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of vinegar, and salt and pepper. That's the way my grandmother always made slaw, her slaw dressing. And I'm going to add, in addition to what's called for in the recipe, I'm going to add some chopped walnuts to it. So stick around and we're gonna make broccoli slaw. Apple cider vinegar, just a splash. I'm going to add another little scoop of mayonnaise. And I was going to say something, you know, I am from Mississippi, and I think a lot of people think everybody in the South doesn't eat anything or only eats fried food and fried chicken and French fries and fried fish, but that's kind of a misnomer. It is just up to personal choice. I don't eat very much fried food at all, just deep fat fried food. I will occasionally fry a few things, but it is not my steady diet. So it's all about choices, and the choices we make as an individual, and I choose not to eat everything fried. It's not as healthy for me. It's kind of adds to my waistline, and so I have gotten out of the habit. I'm not used to eating fried food, so I don't miss it. So this looks like it's well coated. That's enough mayonnaise. So now I'm going to cover this bowl and put it in the refrigerator and let it chill. And normally it will shrink down a little bit after it's in the refrigerator, and then I will put it in a smaller container. But that's super, super nutritious and healthy with the broccoli, the cranberries, and walnuts. So I hope you try that recipe also, and I think you'll like it. So here's Maisie's lunch. She's ready to eat too, so I have a little bit of kibble in there, some chopped up apple, a little bit of the broccoli chopped, 2 carrots, a little bite of the sausage, and a little bite of the shrimp. She's going to like it. Maisie's eating lunch. Is it good, Maisie? Huh? Is it good? Yeah, she loves carrots and she loves apples. So after she eats, we'll go and walk down to the mailbox, see what we've got in the mail, and let her get her walk around the neighborhood. Then we'll come back in and it will be nap time. Hello everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 cooking tutorials, and you can see I didn't cut any of the prep time out of the video. So both of them are very quick and easy, very nutritious, very good. And I'll put a few little changes or suggestions on the jambalaya recipe, because normally the New Orleans way to fix it is to use the Trinity, which I could have put celery in with it, but the onions, the bell pepper, the celery is the traditional Trinity that goes in most of the Cajun dishes. And I did not add any more rice to it after it had been in my container for a little while. I liked it just like it was. I liked the juice that was in the bottom of it. And the broccoli slaw is really good. I would put that as a side dish to almost anything. It would go good with chicken dish or steamed fish dish. Put a baked potato and some steamed cod or tilapia with it. But anyway, they're both quick and easy to eat. Maisie loved her lunch, and I hope you try it. So my thankful for today, this is Sunday, and we went to church today. We had our potluck dinner today, which we have on the 2nd Sunday of every month. So today, my thankful for today is our church family that we have, that we can go on Sunday, worship together at church, have our potluck dinner and visit, share, fellowship with each other. And it's just good to know that I have a church family in addition to my blood family, my related family, my neighborhood family, and my church family. So I am very, very blessed, very, very grateful. And the good word for today, we were just finishing up the book of Ephesians, and the greatest commandment is to love God with all our heart, mind, soul. And the second greatest commandment is next to that, is to love our neighbor as ourselves. So with those 2, we can handle any situation. So I hope you have a good week. I hope you try these recipes, and I will check back in with you next time. Share your smile with all those you meet, and show a little kindness to everyone around you. We need it in this busy, hectic, crazy world. Thank you. Talk to you later. See you then.